Hey, I'm Jack Smith. This is Kevon Owen. Today we are talking about video game addiction. Sometimes not just for kids.
Apparently it's a growing demographic of people who are old enough to remember that old boxing Nintendo. That amusement, if you will, eventually can turn into something that's a much bigger problem. In fact, the fastest growing addiction in the world today is not cocaine, it's not even marijuana. It's video games and screen addiction. And in fact, it crosses genders because now with that iPhone, you have screens. I tell people right off the start, the answer isn't necessarily go destroy your video games. The answer is make sure that you have things in the right priority and that it's taking the amount of time that you would want it to. If I were to say I'll sell you a bottle of water, you might say, sure, I'll take a bottle of water. And then I say it costs $15. You would sit here and go, no way. Now I'd take some entertainment. Sure, I'll take some entertainment. Now it's going to take approximately 20 hours a week. Ooh, there's a problem.
Yeah, I've always been a gamer. I mean, I grew up with an Atari 2600. It was before Nintendo.
It's before my time.
Right. And so I've been gaming my whole life, and I love gaming. I game with my kids. It's one of the things we do together. We play games together and stuff. But when I was younger, I counted it out, and I'm pretty sure I played over 10,000 hours of video games, which is really insane. And I think about all the things I could have done in my life to actually better my life, to empower myself in other ways. Did those video games do anything for me? I mean, I guess I can talk trash to teenagers when I beat them. That's it? Really? I could have done so many more things with my life, and I really look at that, and I tell my kids, with my kids, I let them play, but there are certain times they can play, and when those times are, there are a certain amount of time that they can play. So everybody's different, but for my kids, I want them to focus on school, so during the week, they don't play during the week. They get to play Friday, and they get to play all the way till Sunday, and then there's certain times that they can play. They can't play more than 2 hours at a time. So everybody's different, but you have to have limitations. You have to have boundaries with video games, especially with your kids.
If I were to clock up the number of hours that I've spent playing video games in the last 15 years, it wouldn't be that many hours. I don't love video games. And what I would say to somebody who doesn't love video games, or someone who might be like, oh no, this is a problem, sometimes we need to understand that just because I don't love video games doesn't mean they're going anywhere. Mm-hmm. They're not going away. They mean something to your kids. It's a great opportunity to relate. We don't necessarily have to throw away the baby with the bathwater, if you would. Just make sure you keep things in the right perspective.